Hi, my name is Brian Norton with the In-Data project at Easterseals Crossroads, and today we're going to be talking about Helperbird, which is a really useful Google Chrome extension to help folks who have difficulty reading what might be on the web. So let's go ahead and take a look. So today we're going to take a look at a really useful Google Chrome extension. You do have to pay for this extension, and so there's a couple of different options with regard to that. But it's been super helpful for a lot of folks that we work with if you're looking for something that's kind of a reader, allows you to do dictation, language translation, OCR, all sorts of great things, change the font size, the font type, all of those different things. Helperbird's a really great app for folks to know about and to use. And so what I did is I brought up just a document in my Google Docs. It's the Assistive Technology Reference Guide, and what you're going to see on the screen is this purple line, and this is Helperbird working in the background. If you go up to my icon bar, or my address bar, I'm sorry, you're going to find I've got the little icon here. I can click on it. It gives me all sorts of different menu options to turn on and off or to adjust, things like font size, word spacing, text alignment, line height. So again, if I went and adjusted this kind of stuff, it's going to move those things for me. When I'm looking at different types of web pages, changes the font color, highlighting, background. Again, lots of great things for folks to take a look at in the settings. What I want to go over first and foremost is just what's on the bar here. You've got a play button, a pause button, and a stop button, so that if you're in a document, you can go ahead and start reading that document. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this first part, and I'm going to go ahead and have it read to me.
1. What is assistive technology, AT?
And so again, just select text, have it read to you. This pause and start, so if you selected a larger area, you can pause or stop it within the middle of something. You can also do the next one, that's language translation. And so I'll go ahead and highlight text again. I'll click on this language translation. It's going to open up a new window or a new tab in my Google Chrome browser, and it's going to go ahead and take the original text and then turn it into Spanish, which is what I have selected. It does have quite a few different languages you can choose from, but we'll go back to Spanish. And so that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat as well. I'm going to go back to my document. Over here, I'm going to go to this one. This is basically Immersive Reader. So Immersive Reader is something I believe Microsoft introduced in Office 365 a while ago, but it's also available through Helperbird in Google Chrome for Chrome docs. And so if I click on this, it goes ahead and takes that doc and converts it for me and makes it into a much more readable, easier to read document. So if a person has a reading disability or has print disability, it just makes it so much easier. So the first thing in here, you can go ahead and hit play.
The term assistive technology, or it is used to describe equipment, services related to that equipment, or the industry in which professionals and equipment come together to assist individuals with disability.
You can tell that's a pretty human sounding voice, which is super nice. You can also come in through some of the menu systems and change the text size, so I can make that smaller, make it bigger. Again, this is the text I had selected, and so just realize that if you have a bigger document, you're going to want to select the whole document. That's often done by Control A, and then you can go ahead and then turn on this Immersive Reader. You can increase or decrease spacing between the words, change the fonts to change it to something that's more easily read by you, change the backgrounds so you can see it a little bit better. You can also come over here, choose some different grammar options. So if someone's trying to learn their vocabulary and better understand words and their meanings, you can turn on nouns so they're a certain color, turn on verbs so they're a certain color, so on and so forth. And then also, if you're looking for ways to be able to help people focus while reading. Sometimes when you've got too much information in front of somebody, it's hard for them to focus. This will allow you to kind of zero in on what you're trying to read, making it easier for folks to be able to focus and be able to have better reading comprehension than what they might have had previously. And so that is called Immersive Reader, but it's a part of Helperbird. So Helperbird has access to that. I'm going to hit this back arrow to go back to my regular document. So it didn't go away or didn't change the way the text looked. It's still there. But then also in here, you also, if I did want to add a line in, it also provides you with dictation. So I can go ahead and tick that on. Hello, how are you doing today? And then I'll go ahead and click that off. And it goes away for me. So you can do also dictation with that into your Google Docs or anywhere on the, really anywhere on the web. It doesn't have to be within Google Docs. It can be on any website. It'll take that, whatever you highlight, and turn it into something that's more readable with either Immersive Reader or allow you to dictate into text boxes, any place where you can put text on the web. And so super, super useful app, Helperbird. Check it out. Found a lot of great uses for it for the students that we work with. Well, that's your tech tip for today. I want to say thank you to the Indiana Telephone Relay Access Corporation for sponsoring our captions today. My name is Brian Norton with the InData Project at Easterseals Crossroads in Indiana.